Hi, this is Cherilyn, and today I'm going to share to all of you all the lessons that I have learned from the subject religion, religious experiences, and spirituality. And it is entitled by How Does the Subject Positively Impact Me as an Individual? True religion is real living, living with all one's souls, with all one's goodness and righteousness. I, a student who's sitting with one chair, with four corners of room, and listening carefully and paying close attention to our instructor, Mr. Xavier Apostol, who is teaching us about the lesson religion, religious experiences, and spirituality. On the other hand, as his step is put inside the classroom, we were prompted by his presence to wonder what will he teach now about religion and what its significance to us as a student. That scenario kept running through our minds every time he scheduled a discussion. But he addressed it by imparting a knowledge that left a mark on our minds that we will never forget, because it was once discussed by none other than Sir Xavier Apostol, who helped us understand that having a different religions and having a different religious beliefs is not a sufficient basis for discriminating against other people, but rather we need to respect and acknowledge one another. Furthermore, studying religion, religious experiences, and spirituality made me realize one thing, and that is by a study of different religions, we find that in essence they are one. First and foremost, the lesson on religion, religious experiences, and spirituality in particular piqued my interest for a variety of reasons. First of all, because there are so many different religions in the world, I'm curious if this course will teach us about all of them. Second, I'm interested in how this topic relates to the course I'm taking. Thirdly, I'm interested in how this subject will affect how I view other religion. And lastly, I'm interested in if this topic will make me a more devout or religious person. At the first day of class, I clearly recall Sir Xavier telling us that in order to study this topic, students needed to have respect, diligence, and honesty. So I silently asked myself why. Then he went on to say that those qualities are important for learning the subject, since there we will learn about many different traditions, viewpoints, and religious cultures that we must respect, because they are a vital components of any peaceful society. Additionally, becoming aware of our own variations in religious practice and beliefs can enable us to better comprehend the values and beliefs of others. Therefore, they will be free to express themselves as a result without being fear of being judged by those around them. In our study of the subject religion versus spirituality, I discovered that there are various types of belief systems, including monotheism, polytheism, monotheism, atheism, and agnosticism. Hearing those terms for the first time is unfamiliar to me because we didn't discuss it in high school or even in senior high school. Only this course gave me that kind level of knowledge. Studying that made me aware that, in contrast to many religions that do believe in God, not all religions hold to the concepts of God, especially the atheism, which holds no beliefs in the existence of any gods. Sir Xavier pointed out, however, that atheists don't believe in God since they only accept scientifically verifiable truths or compelling proof for the existence of God. Therefore, they have no reason to believe. That has altered how I view religions today. Before, the first thing that came to my mind when I heard the word religion was none other than God. However, this has changed because this subject taught me that some religions do not believe in God, and this has made me knowledgeable about them. It also helps me to conscious of my surroundings because not everyone believes in God. And it was there that I understood the importance of showing respect for others. because respect symbolizes that you accept somebody for who they are, even when they're different from you or you don't agree with them. Additionally, the lesson of religion, religious experiences, and spirituality made me realize that being religious and being spiritual are two entirely different things. The two stand in stark contrast to one another. I discovered that a person who practices religion shows their commitment to a deity. Furthermore, religious people are conscientious about every little detail in their religious activities that are devoted to public worship, regular prayer, and good actions. This individual may believe he is doing well and please God, yet all of his labor and devotion are in vain if his faith is misplaced. On the other hand, spirituality inclined means that one's highest aspirations is to love both oneself and others. Moreover, they are inspired to work for everyone's well being and abstain from any destructive act by their beliefs that we are all one. A big indicator of spirituality is also someone who is consistently joyful and considerate of others. They don't like to dictate or criticize people. Instead, they always offer motivating and kind words in hopes to make the world a better place. Due to that, I discovered that I am more a spiritual person than a religious one. As an individual, I don't regularly attend church every Sundays, and I also don't always participate in church related activities. Nevertheless, I still have a religious beliefs in God. Therefore, I discovered that I am a spiritual person because I express my trust in God in my own unique way. I am also the kind of person who treats everyone equally and don't judge or discriminate against anyone. In addition, I treat everyone with the respect they merit. However, on the other hand, religion not only offers people something to believe in, a feeling of structure and frequently a group of people to fund with overshared views, but it has had harmful effect in many areas. It exhibits social hierarchy, leads to discriminations, sparks clashes and conflicts, turns into an instrument for mass exploitation of our economy, inhibits scientific advancement and lost, religions obstructs the applications of logic. This helped me to see that, despite the fact that religion fosters social harmony, it may also have detrimental effect on humanity. Because of this topic made me realize that regardless of your faith, understanding other people's religions and beliefs can be a significant component in reducing that negative influence, which can result in a more peaceful and happy community. Studying religion, religious beliefs, and spirituality helped me develop the perspective that rather than focusing on every religion's unique characteristics, we should instead consider how similar they are to one another. And this will help us understand one another better. And if we are successful in doing so, we may be able to put an end to the conflict between religions and bring about the universal peace that everyone has yearned and that might lead to establishing excellent relationships with many people. Furthermore, this subject taught me the value of having excellent relationships with other people regardless of the religion to which they belong, because having strong social ties enables us to deal with stressors, find solutions to issues, and conquer obstacles. Moreover, those who have healthy relationships are more likely to be content with their lives, feel happy, and are less likely to experience issues with their physical and mental health. Because of this, it's important to keep in mind, don't let differences in religion sour your relationship with other people. Keep in mind that, notwithstanding your affiliation with a variety of religions, all of them share the same goal: of bringing our souls closer to God while also giving life a sense of meaning and purpose. The majority of the time, listening to Sir Xavier talk in front of the class and mentioning all the places he has traveled had a significant impression on me as a student. It's like he is traveling me to those countries through imagination. His word serves as an airplane that brought my imagination into reality. He made me to view what he had seen at that time, particularly with regard to the nation's culture, heritage, and religion. I was amazed by those lessons and wish I could have seen it for myself. The variations across religions might occasionally be a matter for individuals to remember. Furthermore, occasionally people notice differences because of their attractiveness, which can make a lasting impression and help people remember distinctions. On the other hand, the subject of religion, religious experiences, and spirituality taught me a variety of lessons about various religions and inspired me to work hard in my studies because sometimes learning from someone else is insufficient. There is a part of me that yearned to visit their nation and see for myself what is described and written in the book. To do that, I need to work hard in school, earn money in the future, and finally reach my objectives to be able to achieve that. Nowadays, many students find the subject of religion, religious experiences, and spirituality to be boring and time wasting. Given that we all practice various religions and that studying the beliefs of others serves no useful purpose. Many of them don't find this topic interesting and only attend the class in order to get a passing grade. Unknowingly, the way we view various religions will change as a result of this topic. We are able to appreciate the beauty of other religions as well as our own because of it. In addition, it taught us a lesson that will broaden our perspectives. Despite the fact that our religions are different, we must appreciate one another and treat other people with respect. Furthermore, try to focus on their similarities rather than their differences to minimize the harm it might do to us individuals, to our society, and to our way of life. Instead, learn to respect and acknowledge religious diversity rather than letting it generate strained relationships and misunderstandings. I went through a roller coaster of emotions when I thought about religions, religious experiences, and spirituality. I am taken back in time and am able to appreciate the present more as a result. Being part of this education makes me happy. My current self was shaped by the subject. Before, a student who had a limited comprehension of religions is now one who has a thorough understanding of them, as well as a deep appreciation for them. And we must all remember that the core of all religions is one, only their techniques are different. Cherilyn Joy P. Loro is the only child of her parents. She is now studying in Holy Cross College and taking the course of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Her dream is to become a future teacher someday and to be a successful person. Furthermore, her dreams motivates her to work hard and to don't stop fighting no matter what obstacles that the world throws at her. She is a simple young woman who strives for academic greatness. She always gives everything she has to her assignments, exams, quizzes, and projects. Many people, especially her parents, have great expectations for her. Therefore, she doesn't want to disappoint them. However, because she also aspires to achieve excellent marks or scores on her own, she wasn't under pressure as a result. And if I had to characterize her, I would say that she is a very diligent student, and her mother is the one who shaped her in that way. Her mother was the first person to teach her a variety of things, and as a result, she raised a good girl and academically aware child. Cherilyn views the world as a rainbow, where each color represents a particular emotions or experiences that a person has experienced in life, such as joy, sorrow, or betrayal. She has faced many challenges, but she does not see them as a reason to quit up, since she holds that there is no challenge that God will ever present to us that we cannot overcome. Rather, He will only use it to strengthen us. Once heard, someone will be inspired by Cherilyn's outlook in life. Despite being a very upbeat person, she occasionally just wants to give up. However, when she looked at her parents' sacrifices, she was just left with a desire to pay back them.